Oh, my. Oh, you make a very potent brew. Here's that key to the basement that you asked about.
But the hooded strangers?
Go on down, my dear. It will all make sense, I promise. Go on down to the basement under the rug. You'll understand everything soon. Over by the garden plots is your grandpa's old construction table. Hasn't been used much since Robert passed. But you can use it to build a... Potatoes will take a while to grow. Keep watering them every day. Go on down to the basement under the rug. You'll understand everything soon.
Okay, I definitely have more questions than answers now. Is that a cauldron?
Not just any cauldron, your cauldron.
What? Oh, no, I'm not a...
Witch? Oh, my dear, yes, you are. No layperson could make a brew like that on her first try. I feel as spry as I did 50 years ago. This basement is your sanctum. You have your cauldron, of course.
Wait, is Dad a witch, or warlock, or...
Arthur? Oh, no. No, honeybee. He's more conventional, I'm afraid. It's the first time I held you. I've always known you would be an extraordinary witch. But the coven needs proof before they'll accept you.
Coven?
Well, those folks in the woods, of course. They put a charm on the bramble wall, so you'll need a wand to open it.
This is, kind of a lot to learn all at once.
I understand, honeybee. When you're ready, read this incantation before the special silver willow in the woods. Then you'll have a branch to make your first wand.
Let's see. The inscription says, "If I be worthy, ancient tree, give a silver branch to me." Please? Wow! Thanks, magic tree.
Is your wand ready?
Yes. Look.
Careful where you point that thing. Oh my, you have a lot to learn. It's time for you to meet the coven. Are you ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay. The brambles only allow friends of the coven through, so this incantation helps it to identify you. Once it meets you, it'll know you're a friend and let you through from now on. Say the spell when you're ready.
A friend of the coven comes to you. Unravel your brambles and let me through. It worked!
Well done. Now, let's head on up.
Grandma, what is this place? Who are these people?
Shh. You've got to be properly introduced.
Who approaches this sacred circle?
I bring one who wishes to know the mysteries of this coven.
Hi.
Welcome, Initiate. Elder Hazel has told us so much about you. I am the High Priestess of this coven. Before you can join us, you must vow to never reveal the location of our circle or the details of our rites to any others. Do you promise to abide by our covenants?
Sure. I promise. I'm so excited that I'm a witch. This is going to be so much fun.
About that, honeybee.
You're not a witch. Not yet. First, you must cast the initiation rite.
Oh, okay. But how do I do that?
Speak to the Farseer over yonder. He will explain the art of incantation.
Are you the Farseer?
What? Yes, Farseer, that's me. Though I'm nearsighted, Farseer.
You know, you sound a little bit like...
You've no idea who I am. I'm wearing a mask. Listen, do you want to sit here playing guessing games? Or do you want to learn more magic?
Magic.
Great. I'm gonna teach you the art of incantations. Tricky stuff. Mess it up, and there won't be much left of you beyond dust.
That sounds a bit dangerous to start with.
Only to fool initiates that don't follow instructions. Now, listen closely. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Great. I need you to chop lots of wood.
What?
Turn it into paper.
Right.
You'll need a paper press. Put it in your tool shed.
How will this help me with incantations?
All will be revealed. Ooh. Ooh.
One of us is clearly crazy. I'm beginning to think it's me for listening to you.
Farseer.
I'm sorry, what?
Name's Farseer. I see far.
Like you've got great vision?
Visions.
Right. Okay. Nice to meet you, Farseer.
You built the paper press yet? You think that tool shed on your farm is there for decoration? Go in there and build a paper press.
Hey, welcome to the Bad Lighting and Great Costumes Club. We meet every night.
I'm not one to mind rules, but you should keep away from the standing stones. You're not ready for that yet.
I welcome you to this gathering.
Hey! You can call me the Acolyte. It's nice to meet you, but I'm not supposed to speak to you much yet.
Great. Just what we need. Hang on to those and you'll have a use for them in 2 shakes. Incantations are spells read aloud. They require vast amounts of magic and special ingredients at the time of writing them down, and are consumed when read aloud. But they make incredible change to the world. A lot of the most powerful spells are incantations.
Whoa. What do I need to do?
I like your spirit. The next step is obvious. Time for you to go fishing.
Wait, what?
Not just any old fishing. You'll only catch what you need at the beach, which is south of Thomas's farm. You must catch me some squid. I've had a hankering for calamari for days now.
I thought you were teaching me to do these powerful spells.
I am the best way I know how. Pay attention. Go get me those squid. Are you fishing for those squid? It takes patience and the right bait. That's all. Don't believe the hallooey about time of days or weather. That's all superstitious nonsense.
Yes, of course. Masked Farseer. I won't give in to superstitious nonsense. Excuse me, your magicalness.
High Priestess works fine, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, High Priestess, how long has this coven been in Fairhaven?
Witches have always been drawn here, and because of that, the coven has been here for many, many generations.
You did a great job casting your incantation to get your wand branch. But actually writing incantations can be a touch trickier.
Yes, I gathered that I have a lot to gather.
It's not just that. When you write your incantation, you'll need to draw magic from the wellspring to charge it with power.
Draw what from where?
Didn't you notice the great big cauldron right by the circle?
Yeah, but I just figured it was for extra big batches of potions.
Oh, no. No, the Coven Cauldron is where we leave offerings for the wellspring, the source of all magic here on the island. Our task as a coven is to maintain the wellspring. We cannot draw more energy from it than we put in. I wrote the incantation you read before the Elder Tree, drawing from my magic reserves. But to craft your initiation incantation, you'll need your own. Go on and offer something to the wellspring. Over time, you'll learn that it likes some offerings more than others. Try different things and see what happens.
So now I can cast spells? Cool.
Careful. We must never draw more magic from the wellspring than we need. Our offerings keep it in balance.
What happens if it falls out of balance?
Nothing for you to worry about, my dear. It is all of our responsibility to maintain the cauldron, and we've never failed in my lifetime. Just remember to leave offerings regularly.
Okay, I will.
Good girl. Now, you'd better get to work on writing your first incantation. Oh, good. You're up. The mayor's called a town meeting this morning. We should get down there and see what he's making a fuss about this time.
Do you think it's some kind of trouble?
I really hope not, but I guess we'll see.
Lead the way, Grandma.
Follow me.
Settle down, everyone. Settle down. I've brought you together to discuss a very important matter. There have been very strange goings-on in our beloved town of Fairhaven. There is a force at work in our community, and I don't know who's responsible, but whoever they are, they don't have Fairhaven's best interests at heart.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Me neither.
I've seen strange lights in the forest at night.
Yeah. And folks in robes and masks wandering around after sunset.
Yes, good. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait, I'm sure there's a rational explanation for all this.
No matter the cause, we must ensure our town doesn't become a home for roustabouts and unsavory types. I ask all of you to keep a sharp eye out for signs of mischief. And if you see anything, report it to me.
Or me, if you'd prefer. I'd hate for anyone in Fairhaven to feel fearful.
Well, I never. Mayor Otto, soft on business. Soft in the head is more like it. Him and his fancy britches wife standing up there and casting judgment on others.
Uh-oh. You're even madder than I thought.
He can't just tell people to spy on their neighbors, to be so afraid that they distrust everyone around them.
Maybe we could cast a goodwill spell to make everyone be nice to each other.
I wish it were that simple. But just because you can solve a problem with magic doesn't mean you should. Thomas could use some help on his farm. I know he's got an order of beans due, and he doesn't have enough plots going to make it in time. He's too proud to ask for help, though. Here, take these seeds. They should be enough to make the order.
Are these magic beans?
Oh, heavens no. But if you've got the means to give him a boost, it certainly wouldn't hurt. You know, I grew up in the city, too. This farm was my Aunt Vivian's place. Oh, she was a firecracker, that one. Ran it all on her own. She never did marry. Said she had no use for a husband. I think she left a lot of broken hearts in her wake, though.
So, how are your parents? Oh, I'm realizing I don't know their names. I always called them Mr. and Mrs. Doll.
It's all right. You could call my dad Marcus now, if he still lived here. He's in a retirement home in Milkwater. And Lisa, that's my ma, passed away 8 years ago.
I am really sorry to hear that.
It's okay. All in the past, right?
It's so, cool of you to come hang with Hazel. When I first took over my stall from the last owner, Hazel came and bought chocolate every day. Turns out she doesn't even like chocolate. She just figured if other people saw her giving me business, they would too.
Well, I do like chocolate, so you will be seeing a lot of me too.
Sweet.
Hey, have you tried Kim's Butcher Shop yet? There was nowhere on the island to get good bacon until they came along. Now Kai and I can have ourselves a breakfast with the works on the weekends.
Sorry, I'm still not used to being around this much pollen. Triggers my allergies.
Don't go blaming the trees. They didn't knock you out of balance.
Huh?
Don't worry. You'll be set right soon enough.
You seem very cosmopolitan. Amira or Dr. Syed?
Oh, gosh. Amira is fine. There's no need for formalities in a town with one restaurant. Fairhaven is by far the smallest place I've ever lived. But I've adjusted, and so will you.
Have you been to Wylde Flower Shop yet? I try to support her business as much as I can. Her dad got a job off island, and I know he sends money home and all, but it's gotta be tough taking care of her brother all on her own.
Good to see you again.
Hi.
Have you seen the notice board in front of Town Hall? There are always lots of ways to help out in the community.
Oh, yes, I saw it.
Wonderful. I'm sure your neighbors will appreciate you lending a hand whenever you can.
Fair warning, Mom might try to overload you with food. Feeding people is, well, like her love language.
Hey, how much do you remember about polynomial factorization?
Sebastian, I don't even remember what that is.
That's what I told Miss Soft when she said I should pay more attention in Algebra 2.
Can I ask you something? Did your grandma remember who you were when you saw her?
Of course. Why?
Oh. It's just, my grandpa doesn't remember me when we go visit him. Or sometimes he thinks Emmy is my mom.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's just silly. Emmy doesn't even look like my mom.
Juliet's, like, always staring at Sebastian. Then, the minute he looks at her, she looks away.
Over by the garden plots is your grandpa's old construction table. Hasn't been used much since Robert passed. But you can use it to build a compost bin. Great job. Now we just need to fill it with weeds and let it work its magic. Then we can start making garden beds. Be good to have the garden in full bloom again.
Oh, look at those beautiful squid. Good work, novice.
So, when you finish your lunch, can we get back to incantations?
No, these aren't for lunch. You need to make some nice black ink, and squid ink is the best.
You could have said so.
I just did. Now, you'll need a desk. Set it up in your sanctum. That's your basement. You wouldn't want anyone to happen on your half-written incantations. Once you've got your ink, there's a couple more things you'll need. Come back here, and I'll give them to you.
Not about being the high priest?
Nah. I'm good at the prophesying and the muttering, not so much the leading. Besides, there's all the paperwork.
Coven leaders have to do paperwork?
Sure, mounds.
Don't forget to eat. Your father used to eat like a horse whenever he had to do farm chores. In fact, I made him a big batch of stew when he came to visit.
Was it weird seeing Dad after all this time?
He's still my boy. Always will be, even if he's in a temper. He's stubborn, just like his pa. I'm glad he came. And I could tell he was too. And now you're here. What could be better? Thank you enough for helping out here, sweetheart. Are the potatoes ready to harvest?
Yes, Grandma. Here's 4 potatoes from the field.
Ooh, wonderful. Maybe you've got a greener thumb than you thought. Why don't you take them down to the general store and sell them? I'm sure Lena will give us a fair price for them.
I can't believe you're married now. In my head, you're still 16.
Believe me, I wonder every day about where the time's gone. Oh, if you have questions about the buildings on your farm, don't hesitate to ask Parker. He's the sweetest guy. I couldn't have asked for better.
About the potatoes, just as you said. Oh, here's the money, Grandma.
I won't hear of it. You did all the work. You deserve the reward.
But Grandma,
I mean it. If you want to keep fixing things up around here, you'll need all the cash you can get anyway. Buy some more seeds. If we keep the fields planted, we'll always have a way to make ends meet.
Well, okay. But only because I'm going to use the earnings to help the farm.
Hey, if you ever feel like your blood sugar is running low, hit up my fiance's bakery. His croissants are divine. A little too divine. I'm very lucky I have a fast metabolism.
I place a monthly order for fresh flowers, Violet. It's not like I asked for a rush job.
I'm sorry. It's just that the fairy's running behind schedule. Again. Maybe if the fairy wasn't underfunded, this wouldn't happen.
Make excuses if you like. Late is late, as I tell my students.
Bad time?
No, it's fine. When my dad was mayor, the fairy always ran on time. Hey, do you have any wildflowers growing on your farm? Maybe I could make some substitutions.
Sort of. How do you feel about thistles?
You're suggesting I make a bouquet out of thistles? Thistles?
Look, if you don't want them...
Did you hear me say no? The sooner I can get Vanessa out of my hair, the better. So, anything I can put in my bouquet?
No more, I found just the thing. See? They're pretty.
Yes, those will do nicely. It's hard sometimes. Filling all these orders to decorate the house I grew up in.
Whoa, does the mansion go with the job?
Yep. Anyway, thanks. You saved my butt. Or have you not met him? You're new and cute, so it won't be long if he hasn't yet.
The doctor round here a fair bit, looking for medicinal herbs. Reminds me of my mother.
Was your mom a doctor, Shelby?
Not formally as such, no. But she was a healer, all the same.
Oh, you moved here to help out on Hazel's farm? Do you know anything about farming?
Not even a little bit.
Oh, don't sweat it. I'd only worked in my parents' kitchen before opening my own butcher. I mean, you've at least had a garden or potted plants before, right?
Not really.
Oh. Well, good luck.
I think Lena's kids must have messed with the doors of the schoolhouse. She sure was at a temper last night. Was muttering something about the locks. You're real sweet, helping out a fisherman past his prime.
So, what's your favorite wave you have ever surfed?
Brah, that's like asking me to pick my favorite child. But Pavones in Costa Rica is like the longest longboard wave. It just goes on forever. Pure bliss, man.
Don't pack the soil too tight now. You'll choke the seedlings.
Oh, hello, Thomas. I didn't hear you.
That's because I don't wear big clumpy boots like you city folk. Anyway, not a bad effort for your first plot.
Wow, you give compliments?
Don't make me regret bringing these for you.
Thank you. But what's the occasion?
Hazel's a good woman. Strong. But you don't need me to tell you she's struggling. So when I saw you out helping with the garden beds, well, she's not the only one who appreciates it.
I'll do my best with these seeds. Maybe I just don't have a good memory. But when I was little, didn't your farm look different?
Probably. I was growing more kinds of crops back then. That was right after my mom left the farm to me. I was ambitious in those days. Tried growing a little bit of everything. Now I grow what actually suits the soil.
It will be good to have the garden in full bloom again. How are those beans for Thomas going?
They are not ready yet, Grandma.
Well, just keep watering them. They'll come in time. I'm not one to mind rules, but you should keep away from the standing stones. You're not ready for that yet.
All right. I think I've walked you through the tricky bits. This here will explain the extra bits you need. Once you have them, go and write it at your newly made desk. Technically, this isn't an incantation. This is just a piece of paper with some mumbo-jumbo on it.
Well, then what's the difference?
When you go home and write this on your freshly pressed paper, hold the offering in your other hand. That's your thistle. You must concentrate on every word as you write it. You'll know it's working if, as you finish, the offering has vanished and you feel some of your magic is drained away. Then the page you've created will be an incantation. You should take it to the High Priestess when it's ready.
What does this incantation do?
That's not for me to discuss.
What are the stars saying tonight, Farseer?
They'll tell you you should have everything you need to create the incantation at your desk in your sanctum. Just make sure you got enough magic. Oh Ooh-wee! Good job! You've made your first incantation. Usually you can just cast your incantations any time you please. But for this one, you'll need the whole coven. Now take this over to the High Priestess. She'll tell you what to do.
Have you the incantation for the initiation right?
Yes, it's ready.
Good. Initiate Terra, give the incantation to Elder Hazel. She must be the one to cast it.
Here's the initiation incantation, Grandma.
Honeybee, before we get started, I have a gift for you. This has been in our family for generations, and it is our custom to pass it on at the time of initiation. Go ahead, try them on. Oh, like all before you, they fit you beautifully.
Oh, I feel taller.
Yeah, that was done during my Aunt Vivian's time. She was a bit on the short side and wanted to appear more regal, so she spelled the robes. Then the other witches got jealous, and we might be magical, but we're still human.
Elder Hazel, Initiate Terra, take your places for the rite. Initiate, you seek new knowledge, but with it comes a sacred duty. Who brings forth this initiate to join our coven?
I do.
As the great wheel turns, so must we take our part, here where our ancestors stood before us, and where others will follow.
Enter our circle, for this is the hour. A fair haven witch comes into her power.
Oh, I feel weird, but in a good way.
You are ready. Return tomorrow and we will continue your training.
Oh, hey there, kitty. Do you belong to my mama? Oh, you're a good kitty. Grandma, you didn't tell me you have a cat.
A cat? The last cat I had was old Shadow, rest his soul. He wasn't much to look at, but he was a darn good mouser.
This cat isn't yours? She seems awfully familiar with your garden.
Oh, no. I don't own that cat. What a notion. She's a good friend to have around, though, so play nice.
Aw, who's a good kitty?
Just so you know, if you ever get run down, go see Amira. She fixes me up every time I have a bad wipeout.
Jeez Louise, Tara. Are you sure? I didn't think anyone would actually find this for me.
The homiest diner I have ever been in. Do you run it all by yourself?
Oh, I've always been the only owner. Though my husband Giacomo used to help me. He passed 2 years ago. Pancreatic cancer.
Oh, Sophia, I didn't know.
Hazel was so sweet to me. She knew what it felt like on account of your Nano's passing.
Thanks again for helping me out with the thistles.
No problem.
Have you planted the tulip seeds I gave you? If you grow flowers in your garden beds, you can attract bees. First, you need to build a beehive for them. Here's some instructions. If you keep the bees happy, they'll make honey and beeswax. The more flowers, the faster the bees can produce honey. So plant plenty.
Do I really want to keep bees, though? Won't they sting?
Bees can feel your intentions. You just have to come at them with the right energy. Come back when you have honey to sell, and I'll buy some from you. Oh, Lena says you knew each other when you were kids?
Yeah. Well, she was a bit older. She would babysit me from time to time.
I have a hard time picturing Lena as a kid. She's always so self-possessed and in charge.
Oh, you mean running the general store?
Yep. And, taking care of her kids.
If you were harvesting the bounties of nature and taste a berry only to find it bitter, you spit it out. This is only natural. It is our bodies protecting us from the dangers of poison. And so, when our community is faced with the bitter malcontents, we too must spit them out for the safety of us all.
Watch out for Sophia. She likes to play matchmaker, and you're too cute to resist setting up.
Wait, how did you know I was single?
Oh, honey, it's a small town.
Messenger Connor told me you said hello. I'm so pleased you two spoke. The building he transformed into the Consciousness Center was a real eyesore, and look at it now. He's a shining example of how to change a community for the...
So, Otto's getting to know you game.
Isn't it charming? Oh, I wish we could do something like that in Milkwater, but there's far too many people for it to be practical. That's why I love living in a small town.
There's quite a few of us who moved here from a city. Francis, Kim, Parker, and Messenger Cameron, of course. We're taking over.
Lena's been on me to make kids quit pranking everyone. They rigged the door to the town hall to rain glitter on Otto's head when he turned the handle. I mean, you've got to appreciate the engineering skills that took. Am I right?
And by that newfangled church, the Consciousness Center, or whatever you call it, shortly after Cameron moved here. He's a nice sort of fellow, and I think he means well. But he's not terribly bright, unfortunately.
Grandma?
I know the poor man can't help it. I just hope he doesn't cause too much trouble around here.